Love, lies, and a FaceTime sesh that should never have seen the light of day. Yes, the Vanderpump gang are at it again. But why is Raquel Leviss in the firing line? Since its debut in 2013, Vanderpump Rules has taken the Bravo world by storm. Originally a spin-off of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Vanderpump Rules had its fair share of fans by the time Raquel Leviss joined the cast in 2016, and one of them may have been Leviss herself. Yep, although she got into the mix quickly, if some of her co-stars are to be believed, Leviss was a fan of the show prior to her first appearance. Katie Maloney claimed exactly this on Instagram in October 2022. Writing in a comment on a post, she is a fangirl, started as a fan of the show and now a fan of the Toms. Further backing up that claim, Ariana Madix's brother, Jeremy, who later took to his since-turned private Instagram page in March 2023 to allege in part, Raquel has faked her way to the top trying to make something of her life, willing to step on whoever to get there, starting with James. Sellout type lame. Let's all remember that Raquel was a fan of the show before all of this. For her part, Leviss had denied these claims during a 2020 appearance on the Popternative podcast, insisting that she had never seen the show prior to meeting James. When the season 10 trailer for Vanderpump Rules dropped in January 2023, fans were stunned to see a relationship brewing between Raquel Leviss and Tom Schwartz. Their union would seem messy for a number of reasons, especially considering Leviss was close to Schwartz's very recent ex-wife, Katie Maloney. But that didn't stop Leviss from admitting to Maloney's face that she was interested.
I do like Schwartz a lot. I don't know, I wouldn't ever date him seriously, though.
The trailer also revealed that the unlikely duo would eventually kiss, sending ripples through their friend group, which also, of course, includes Leviss's former fiancé, James Kennedy. Leviss and Schwartz's relationship seemed to continue once filming wrapped, with Leviss sharing a snap on Instagram that showed her cozying up with Schwartz as recently as February 2023. She also was very active on her Instagram stories that Valentine's Day, sharing that she'd spent some time on a romantic holiday. Making things even more complicated, Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix were also in attendance at the festivities, and the world didn't yet know that the romance was actually heating up between Leviss and Sandoval, not Schwartz. While some fans suspected Schwartz's on-screen fling with Leviss may have been an alleged cover-up for the Sandoval affair, Sandoval took to Instagram to defend his bestie, telling upset fans, "Schwartz specifically only found out about this very recently, and most definitely did not condone my actions." Between the Tom Schwartz fling and the Tom Sandoval affair, fans might have forgotten that season 10 of Vanderpump Rules kicked off with a very single Raquel Leviss playing the field at her place of employment. The first episode showed the beginning of a romance with sewer manager Peter Madrigal, who has been a fixture on the series since its debut in 2013. During that episode, Leviss shared that Madrigal was the first person to ask her out on a date following the end of her engagement with James Kennedy. The romance was short-lived, however, with Leviss ending things early on in the season. While reflecting on the brief relationship during an early March 2023 appearance on Watch What Happens Live, Leviss offered a pretty cruel answer about whether she regretted their fling.
No, I feel like Peter's a great starting pony to get back into the dating world.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, Madrigal has something to say about the snarky comment. During an appearance on the Allison Rosen Is Your Next Best Friend podcast, he said,
I always keep an even keel, but my God,
Yes.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Though the world only discovered that Raquel Leviss and Tom Sandoval had been having an admitted affair in early March 2023, the secret relationship had reportedly already been going on for quite a while. Notably, Sandoval and Ariana Madix's own fling started nearly a decade prior, and it pretty much all took place in front of the Vanderpump Rules cameras, with the couple revealing their longtime romance during the season 2 reunion back in 2014. If Sandoval's lengthy relationship with Madix wasn't bad enough within the context of the 2023 cheating scandal, Leviss had also reportedly developed an extremely close relationship with Madix over the previous year, especially in the wake of Leviss's breakup from former fiancé James Kennedy. According to sources cited by Page 6, this tawdry affair allegedly began way back in July 2022. Madix didn't find out about the betrayal until the following March, however, when she discovered several texts and an inappropriate video of Leviss on Sandoval's phone. One insider who was close to Madix told People magazine she was completely blindsided by this, devastated, doesn't even scratch the surface of how she feels. In the wake of the revelations surrounding her affair with Tom Sandoval, Raquel Leviss shared a lengthy apology on Instagram, writing in part, "There is no excuse. I am not a victim and must own my actions. "I deeply regret hurting Ariana." However, just a day before offering up this written apology, TMZ reported that Leviss had allegedly started pointing fingers at some of her Vanderpump Rules co-stars by serving them legal papers. This all took place less than a week after the cheating scandal broke, and Leviss had seemingly shifted into a victim narrative. The reason for the reported legal threat? Leviss claimed that the intimate FaceTime session that Ariana Madix had reportedly seen on Sandoval's phone had been recorded without her knowledge, and her attorneys personally warned her Bravo castmates that they were not allowed to share it further. In response, Lala Kent took to her Instagram story to blast Leviss, stating, "Raquel, tell your little Mickey Mouse lawyer that if he has stuff to send over, he can send things to my lawyer. Same with the rest of my friends and cast, all right? I don't know if you know how this works. I know you're pretty brand new to the game. Didn't last long. Look what you did with your f***ing 15 minutes."